Ethiopian officials have for the first time in nearly 2 years arrived in Tigray's capital Mekelle to join in overseeing implementation of a November peace deal. The event, bold and unparalleled as it is, has gripped the whole globe by surprise. The event has come a milestone so much so that its dividends have been depicted in the first ever commercial flight, the resumption of telecom and electricity to all towns in Tigray. Adam Kase, an expert on constitution building, told ETV that the measure helps rebuild peace on a more solid foundation.
Very, very good news. I think if there were any doubts that the peace accord may not hold, this marks a significant point in the process. We can see that now, politically, particularly the federal government and Tigrayan authorities are committed to it.
The November deal signed in South Africa saw Ethiopia and the Tigray People's Liberation Front agree to cease fighting, disarm and services to be restored. Adam asserted that the move brings new confidence among the parties to push the peace process.
The same parties were critical in bringing the Ethiopians together. But I think once they have come together, they have realized that peace is in the advantage of both parties, of all parties. And therefore, it represents, I think, a new confidence among the parties to push the peace process forward. And my hope actually is that authorities in Amhara region will also send their own delegation to meet the Tigrayan authorities, to meet their brothers and sisters there, to try and find a peaceful solution, to agree a mechanism to sorting the disputes, legitimate disputes that exist in a peaceful manner.
The events beginning the Pretoria Pact, the Nairobi talks and the delegation to Mekelle, as well as Thursday's AU and IGAD high-level team arrival in Tigray all attests to the significance of the motto African solutions to African problems.
The African Union was insistent from the beginning. There was a lot of criticism, as you may remember, against the African Union because it was cautious, because it chose a discreet diplomacy over the more public, admonishing approach that the West in particular had chosen. And in the end, we can see that ultimately paid off. And the African Union has managed to bring the parties together, and that has now laid the foundation for the parties themselves to take it further. And so, yes, I think it is an important milestone in terms of giving life to the idea of African solutions to African problems. But of course, it's not a reason to be complacent about. It's very important to push forward. The African Union still has a lot to prove in Ethiopia and beyond.
The African Union member states should work hard in gloves to prop up the continental organization towards addressing more and more of challenges. The Pretoria Pact and the post-war events will be showcased during the AU Heads of States and Government Summit come early 2023.